Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to talk about the British sales right now in the Guardian store. So here is the first vehicle is going to for sale is the Wifog Mark 1F CSH. This is the helicopter. You can see it, and this helicopter is having a kind of good missile and also good anti-air missile to also have a kind of 20 mil cannon on the front. Uh, the missile that he this get is a kind of CT6 missile. He fly 530 meters per second and having a 1,350 millimeter pen with a tandem warhead in it. Uh, this helicopter is better than any AH-64 or Apache helicopter with or any having a Hellfire helicopter because it's just fly faster. You fly in 530 meters, but the Hellfire only flying about 475 meter per second. So it must fast. It is much faster, but didn't like the K-50 or K-52 Frickers missile flying 600 meter per second, but it's already fast enough. So this helicopter can help you grind out your British helicopter Tetris so quick because due to the armament or the weapon that this helicopter get. For my suggestion is this helicopter, if you really want to grind out the British helicopter for the AH-1 Apache on the British one, this helicopter will help you a lot because it's just much better on the armament and also it may have a thermal. Yeah, it does have a thermal and also have a more system. What is more system is a missile approach warning. So while missile firing at you, your flare pod or your countermeasurement will all automatically deploy it, and it will pop flare while you get a missile shooting at you. But it doesn't mean it will flare your the missile out because it's kind of mostly the on the ground SAMs like the LAV 80, the Stinger or the Strata, and also even the 10 SAM. The missile is so hard to flare it out. Just you mostly how do are you going to avoid is just roll down, try to make the missile hit the ground or try to hit the tree like that. Just don't try to fly so high or even just try to find a bit more cover and just fly below the radar or it's so hard to fly below radar but try to flying it just between the radar detecting zone and or some other else. A lot of people have different play styles, so I can't give you a true suggestion because I'm really not a heady player. But I can tell you, this heady is a good heady because I did play the Apache, but I didn't play the Zulu, the H1 set, and I do have the K50, but the K50 on the gun zoom is not that good. Also, I have to show you guys the zoom on the Fane. You can see it. The optic is 61.4 zoom, so it's decent enough. At least better than Apache because Apache the zoom is sometimes it's so little while you try to zoom it up it's so big. But you can go to the setting and set up the zoom level. So this is up to you guys. Yeah, for me, the Wifog is a good heli to get it if you really want to grind out the British helicopter Tetris. So here's the first one. So let's go on to the second one. The second one is the FOJ UK, the Phantom 2. This I mean didn't have any modernization on the original Phantom that they got, or I should say that this Phantom is just a copy and paste on the USA FOJ Tetri one. So what does this jet offer is, I mean, just a normal FOJ, but I mean, okay, why I say this is the performance is kind of same. They didn't get the wing slat, and also the engine is kind of same. and also the radar is kind of same too, but it's just a tiny bit worse because it didn't get the HMD sight. It only have a uh, post-Doppler radar and a normal search radar. So it's it's decent, but I mean for the battle rating that he get, oh, he got dropped down it. Oh no, this is the RK. My bad. So let me go back. It should be 11.3. Yep. I mean, in 11.3, you have an PD radar, but it's not uh, the PD radar is based on the movement speed on the background. It doesn't like the normal top tier one. Normal top tier one is based on you can see the radar right bottom corner is show the kilometer range, but in this one, it's kind of based on the speed. It is showing the 5,400 kilometer per hour. The range kind of is. I mean, how does radar work is you're using the background and the object between the background moving speed, and also based on you too. While your speed is same as the enemy, then your radar will lose lock. It's based on the speed different, so you have to kind of pay attention on the radar log. Don't let the speed just getting close to you, or just try to keep a gap, keep the speed gap between you and the enemy, and using your radar missile. So another the advantages this jet get is it doesn't like the USA one, the FOJ or FOS have a AIM 7F. It's just having a Skyflash dogfight missile. So what is Skyflash dogfight missile is? You can think it about like this the AIM 7E2. The USA got the USA one. The AIM 7E2 dogfight missile is legit the same. So it is. I mean, it is a disadvantageous this jet get, but it is better than the Japan one because Japan one only get the AIM 7E. So the missile while you fire it, if I remember, is about a 0.5 second or about a second later, the missile will fully turn. I mean, turning 25G immediately to the target. Sometimes it will miss it because the radar right now is kind of iffy right now. Even you're using M7M or M7F, it sometimes it's reached it to the target, and but the fuse didn't trigger it and didn't explode it, just fire right through to the target. So, but at least better than M7E for my opinion is. And also the M9G, the classic IR missile that USA got, and the Phantom 2, the F4E or F4J. F4J maybe have the 9H, but it doesn't matter. This one is just a British one, so 9G is already enough for you to do the job. And also, it doesn't like the F4E Phantom 2. It didn't have the internal gun pod. You have to bring a gun pod with you to make yourself have a little bit more defensive. Um, just try to defend yourself. The gun pod does have a lot of ammo, around 1,200 rounds. Didn't like the F4E having a around 600 round or 512 round inside the drum. Yeah, and also it didn't like the American one having a lot of bomb in your jet. This one got a 540 pound and a 1,000 pound bomb. It is enough for you to bomb one base or two, even a one and a half base. But I kind of suggest you guys just if you really want to maximize your jet or your result that you got, the RP and the silver line, you can bring one base bomb, or just try to bring a bomb that you can destroy one base, and later after you drop the base and straight up just go dogfight, or not dogfight, just go help your teammate and fight the enemy. This is how I suggest you do if you want to really want to bring the efficiency up to the top. So yeah, I mean, this is what I'm running right now. I usually running this loadout, just having a little bit bomb. Have got my radar missile on and also ion missile. So This usually what you want. But if you're in a big map, really big map, because it's this one, if you bring a field, just using 29-minute field, or I forget it how many field he's got, but it's already around that range. It's 29 or it's just 30, 32 like that. Just if you try to fly in a big map and having your afterburner full on at all the time, it's kind of risky for you to, after you drop the bomb and you still have to fight enemy, you might fight an enemy around 2 or 5 minute field range, and then you just only have around 4 or 3 minutes left. Go back to base in a large map is kind of rough. You have to use all your 3 minute field to climb up high to maintain your jet, have a decent speed to fly back to the base while you running out of fuel. So this jet for me, if you really want to grind out the British Tech tree in the jet in the aviation area, I mean, at least better than Harrier GR1, because the Harrier GR1 doesn't have the counter measurement if I remember it right. So I mean, if you read, yeah, for now, F4J UK is the best jet you can get it for grinding the British one, because it also can grind out the Grand 8 jet. So, but mostly I don't suggest anybody to purchasing the top tier jet, because you have a lot of learning curve you need to do. You need to know how to use the radar. How does the counter measurement work? What is chaff and flare, and also what is radar missile, how they are going to acting, or even a hour missile, how they're performing, what is their performance like that. You have a lot of learning curve to do. Even your flight performance, you have to need to know how is your plane going to perform while you're facing kind of some plane higher than you, because 11.3 BR right now is in a very awkward range right now. Sometimes you will get up tiered, sometimes you get down tier. It doesn't have the between it. I mean, it does. Sometimes it does have a between it. I mean, at the 12.0 BR, but for me, mostly I'm just facing F-16C, MiG-29 SMT like that, just facing 12.3 plane a lot. So if you really don't know what are you doing, or you don't know your plane, I suggest you to watch some other YouTuber video right now and learn how the plane going to be, because I'm kind of, I don't know, should I make a uh, kind of video on the jet, because for right now I'm really not a good jet player. You can see I only have the Russian Tetri, Russian aviation Tetri done. You can see me. I got the MiG-29 MT and also the USA one. So I mean for me I'm not a I mean I can say this. I'm just next. I mean next to the decent player, but I'm kind of still kind of below the decent, because I'm still have a lot of learning. Even my gunshot, I've sometimes shooting off. You can say it's a freaking skill issue. I admit it. I have a skill issue on that, but man, people need to learn. I'm still learning, so I can't say a lot. I mean, if you really really want to have a jet to grind it, I mean, you can go ahead. But mostly people will say it is wait for the next top tier jet, because this I can say this is not the only one on the top tier premium jet. It will be later on the future, maybe having more. So if you can wait for it, just wait for it. No need to rush it. I know it is on sale, but for me, I mean, half price to get this. I mean, you can take it if you really really want to grind the United Kingdom Tech Tree right now, the Britain. If not, you can wait for it. Just wait for it. No need to rush it for real. But this jet, at least it can do his job with the radar and missile. This is what I want to tell you guys. It does have some armament to defend yourself. So yeah. So next one, I'm going to talk about a little bit on the ground right now. So this is a Recat 105. So you can see it's a real vehicle, and it has a 105 millimeter gun. Uh, it can fire the round DM33 and having a Generation 1 thermal, a laser rangefinder. Yeah, I mean, in 9.3 you have a DM33 round is nice, and also if you have a also it has a 34 degrees on the turret rotation is nice too. This already on a main battle tank level, so I mean it is a light tank, so what do you expect? A turret should be turned so fast. Yep. I mean it doesn't have an on I mean it doesn't reach to the level that like the Italian IF3 having a turning speed at 56 degree per second. But you know it's a IF3. This one is a kind of scouting vehicle having a gun to defend themselves. So if you counting in a having a kind of 105 gun in a light tank, this tank is already have a decent gun handling, except the vertical speed. The vertical speed is bringing it down a little bit. It's kind of slow, but you can see it 4.3 degree. So it may reach to the 5 degree per second. So I mean it's decent, but if you tell me is that great, I mean it's up to you because this tank can rotate very fast. It does move, and you also have a good round. If you, I mean, also having a -10 gun depression is a lot. It's a huge. A lot of light tank, just like the Russian one, the Japan one, even the USA one, the M1128 doesn't have this level gun depression except the Recon Falcon 90 on the light tank that have a 105 millimeter gun on it. It's a real vehicle. The German one also have a -10 degree and also moving faster than this one, and the turning radius even better than this one. But if you asking for me to grind out the British Tetri, I mean the Wildcat 105 is a good choice for real. Uh, I mean yeah, I mean if you or you also can research the rank 7 tank, except the only the multiplier or even the multiplier is better. I mean not better, it's just on a kind of decent level, but not that good at all. But still, 2.26 on the RP multiplier is already decent. One point, I would not talk about the Silverline multiplier because it's kind of based on your performance. If you have a high Q performance, it's just you still got a lot of Silverline. If you play a 10 have a high SL multiplier and the 10 is performing like a I don't know how to say it performing like crap. It doesn't help you. You're just getting killed slower. But it's also based on your personal performance. So I can't say it's not the vehicle fault. But for me, if, for me right now, I rather play the Road Cat 105 more than the Challenger DS because it's at that BR range. This tank is just much better. You have the mobility, except the armor. You have a kind of weak armor. You can see it. The turret is so flat, so you only 25 millimeter. If you flat onto the enemy, you can get 50 counted so easily. The front is. I mean, the front sometimes it does block some shell, but you can think about like this. Don't get shot at. This is what light tank should be playing in, and you can see it's legit has no armor. So don't expect you getting shot at. Just try to play it like a hit and run, or try to using a hill or the slope as your advantages to play with the enemy because while you hold down a little bit, at least you have a little bit angle on your upper front play, then you may have a chance to bouncing a shot or two. So just don't try to face on the enemy tank. Try to play on the flank or just play it as a support role vehicle because you are not the guy to fighting at the front. Excepting you know what are you doing. You know where is the enemy coming. You know where is the enemy line of sight is. You know what happened to the battlefield right now. Then you can go try to brawling a little bit. Try to messing around enemy territory a little bit. But for me, I mean, Rurikat 105 is a good tank. It does help me grind out the British Tetri a lot. So I can tell you guys, Rurikat 105 is better than Challenger DS, uh, except some of the gun handling. Yep. And the round is even have a better pan, but it's just a 105. But well, I mean, you have a better penetration. What do you want, you know? So do I recommend you guys to get it? Obviously, is yes. This tank is a good tank, very good. You should get it. And then after you getting it, you know how to play wheel vehicle. Except the gun depression will make you feel weird because usually you playing this tank, you will go try to find a hill like that. But other most of the light tank vehicle didn't have that gun depression. So, but for me, it's yes for you guys. Just get it. Also have a CITV, but only have night vision on it. So let's go on to the next one. The Challenger DS. So this is a top tier tank for you to grind out the British Tetri, or is now right now sitting in rank 7. So you can research rank 7 too. Even for the rank 8, maybe coming up in the next update, or even coming up on the next year February update, maybe. So what does this tank overview is a very nice gun handling and awesome reloading speed because this one is having a 5 second reload if you have a ace crew in it. It's better than anybody else on the same level using a 120 gun. You can if enemy missed a shot, you mostly will out reload them anytime while you're facing. Also, you're having a awesome minus 10 degree gun depression. This classic British main battle tank has, but it is kind of a little bit slow because you are right at 62 ton using a 1,217 horsepower engine. I mean, it does move. It doesn't like very sluggish, but it's kind of a little bit slow for that battle rating. I mean, 10.0 you mostly facing 10.3, so you can think it like this: you were facing Abrams level 2 all the time, except the T72 AV terms or T72 or T70B. T72B, even the T80B. T80B even move faster than you, more agile than you. So don't expect you're having a lot of mobility, but you have kind of, I guess, decent protection at the front. I mean, the turret you would get penetrated by the mango round. The round that in the Russian the T80 not T80 yeah T80B is using the mango round and even the T72A AV terms mostly the premium one using the mango round the 3BM42 the round call is mostly will penetrate your turret. So don't expect your turret can holding a kind of 450 millimeter pen above it round will stop it. It will straight up penetrate your turret and kill your crew. So don't try to do something stupid. Your hull is also the same. You will get penetrated by above 450 millimeter pen shell up. Even you angled it. If you angled it, maybe sometimes if people shoot well over here, it will stop it. But mostly they shoot over here will penetrate it. Even the lower front plate. Lower front plate even have no armor. So don't expect you can you don't expect you can block a lot of shell. The protection is not on that level as a MBT. What you get is really is the gun handling. It does have very good gun handling. 90 degree per second on the vertical targeting speed. It's awesome. It is awesome. It will help you slap some shot on the enemy. And also you have 26 degree per second on the targeting speed. Right now I'm just at level 21 crew, so this is not the true stat. If you really want to show you, I can show you guys right over here. So the max speed is 22.5 degree and 22.5 degree at vertical speed and 31 at the turret rotation. So it is it's fast. It's it is on a main battle tank level gun handling. So how do you going to play this tank is try to play at range. Don't try to brawling with this tank except you're playing in a kind of city environment in a city, and then you have a lot of cover. You can control your line of sight. Then this tank will help you a lot to brawling a little bit, but don't accept you can block a lot of shell at that battle rating because you mostly will get penetrated, except the 105 millimeter gun, the DM33, the M833, the M833, the M744. Those rounds will get I mean kind of getting a little bit problem to penetrate trading you at the front. But mostly the also the DM20 23 120 millimeter caliber gun or round also having a problem to penetrating you when you're facing a level 2 because they have to, the penetration on that round is only have around 408 or and 10 millimeter pen on it, so it having a little problem. So mostly you're facing Abrams and level 2 A4 is fine, but it doesn't matter because people those two tanks has having a better mobility than you. So they what are they going to do is just try to aiming at your drive part, because if you aim drive part, it's straight up just spotting your terrain and your bridge and straight up kill your crew inside. It's so obviously even the lower from play, because the British tank having a kind of habit is I mean, they like putting ammo in everywhere. Even you bring 20 round, your ammo is on the back, close to the engine, and on the right. I mean, they if you bring 20 round, it does remove the front ammo rack a little bit, but mostly if they penetrate the lower front play, if the round does spotting, then mostly you will get ammo rack no matter what. So don't I mean Bridge 10 survivability is kind of weird. While you reach to the top tier, your turret does does stop some shell, and your hull is does help you a little bit, but not much for real. So you don't expect the survivability on this tank a lot. Just you can think about like this. This tank is just a kind of snapshot tank. It does. I mean, it can fly as sniping. It can balling, but I'm not suggesting you balling with this tank. Just try to play it in, not play it at the front line. Let some other tanks play at front line, but you have to look at your team, what country you had. If you have USA in your team, then let those Abrams be the tank at the front. You don't need to go to the front to help them because you're so easily to get killed for real. Or try to use some heal while you try to balling. Just try to utilize your minus 10 degree gun depression to kill your enemy. Also, this thing moving so slow too, moving 56 kilometer per hour. So really don't expect this thing can do a lot. If you're telling me should you get it, I mean, if it's a 50% off, I mean, you can get it, but you will having a little bit problem with the tank, or just having a little bit suffering on in this tank because this tank is slow and you only have the reload time and the gun handling as your advantages, and your protection is not there. It's so hard because it's rough. This thing is rough for real. I'd rather play the Cat 105 more than this one because Cat 105 having more mobility and you can moving around a little bit faster and try to relocate faster. But however, the reverse speed is fast. The reverse speed is instantly come in on the transmission. So 37 kilometer per hour, you can reverse so fast to the cover. But still, for me, I'm kind of rather to pick up the Wicked 105 more than this one. But if you want to have a more efficiency on the RP multiplier, you can get this one because it does have a 2.32 times on it. It's better than the Wicked having 2.26. But in performance, I rather to having a Wicked because the protection is. Uh, I mean, the Challenger DS can block some autocannon, but also can block some main battle tank caliber, but mostly if you got up tiered it, I mean, facing 11.0, you mostly is having a little bit problem to dealing with it. I mean, kinda, kinda having a little problem, but not much. But still, I would rather playing the Wicked. But it's kind of it's kind of based on your play style. If you like playing kind of passively and don't want to play so aggressively, then pick this one. This one is better shooting, shooting, uh, better than. I mean, how can I say it? It fit your play style a little bit more. So yeah, if you're a really aggressive player and you want to having those early position and try to make a big game with it, then Wicked 105 is your choice because Wicked 105 is much more easier to get your nuke. Yeah. So for me, if half price, it is a consider for me to pick up this tank. So yeah. So let's talk about the last one that is going on sale right now is the Centurion Mark 5 AVRE. So what is this tank? Is just like the USA one, the N72A CEV, if I remember it right, the name is having a 165 millimeter gun firing a hash round. It is a assault engineer vehicle, so this time mostly is just doing some building demolition or just try to destroy some building like that or some object. Mostly it's not a kind of tank that a tank that fighting in the front line. So don't expect much, but it is better. It's sitting at 7.0 BR and it does having a composite screen. I don't know why at low tier, but it does have a composite screen. If you angle it right, sometimes it can stop the APCBC. I'm not joking. This tank, a lot of time, I'm facing this tank using some Russian, using the best 100 mil round, the 412D BR412D round, having a 220 or 30 millimeter pan. I just can't penetrate it. My weak spot is only penetrating on the turret. The weak spot on this thing is here, right up here. If you can penetrate it, you will kill it. But if you shoot at the ERA, bro, you sometimes your round is just straight up disappeared it. I don't know why, but it is what it is. And if you try to firing at the lower phone play, sometimes this thing. I mean, if they know how to do it, blocking the lower phone play, then if you shoot at those the dozer, the round also will kind of disappear it. Uh, so this thing is so annoying to facing at. It really annoying to facing. But on the other part, this tank is the protection is on a decent level. If you have some kind of I know it's kind of cheeky, but if you have some bush to cover this spot and this spot, people already don't know how to shoot at you because this tank is so this tank is so rare in the battlefield. Not most people will going to play this tank in the battlefield because the bullet drop the bullet drop is so huge or the shell drop is so huge. So also the shell traveling speed is also so long. So don't expect this tank can do a lot of crazy stuff, but you can expect it is the protection you got is is awesome. So don't try to play it like a tank that rushing at the front line and try to play it as a support vehicle and try to get those one shot. One shot those target. It's so awesome with your gun because you have 203 millimeter on the armor pan. I guess you guys know how the hash mark work. If don't I explain it right now is while the shell hitting your front plate, it will going to kind of blow up. I mean, it won't penetrate. It just straight up try to doing damage inside inside how can I say it? The internal armor plate will going to get destroyed it, and then you straight up using those shrapnel to destroy the crew inside the tank. So this is how does the headshot work. It won't penetrate the armor. It's just doing a kind of shock wave to shock the material that you're going to hit, and creating a lot of shrapnel inside it, and also a lot of speed to try to doing damage inside your crew. And mostly people using it as a over pressure round. So mostly it's going to over pressure the whole crew if you hit it the right spot. It's, it won't doing those damage that I just mentioned it. Just said about it. So yeah, just this what does this tank doing? Just a centurion with a big gun and a lot of armor on it. So yeah, here is a British Tetris. So therefore, if you guys like it, just you can give me a like or leave a comment. It's up to you guys. And if you want to have more content like this, I will just subscribe. If you want, you can subscribe it to having more content like this. And if you don't want to subscribe, it is fine. It's up to you. So therefore, yeah. Here is the British Tetris. So guys, so see you guys next time.